Hi, I'm Toni Delos Santos with 90% Mental. The sports are 90% mental, 10% physical. And there was actually a quote from Yogi Berra that said exactly that. You know, baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical. So I was trying to come up with a name that would kind of sum up what I do. And I thought anybody that's sports-minded has probably heard that term. And I thought it was kind of a cool, easy name to remember, and it just kind of said it all. I grew up with my brother playing racquetball. I used to follow him around and be the pesky sister. So I played racquetball as well, and then I just loved it. So I started playing competitive and tournaments, and I would practice and practice and practice for hours on the court. And then I went to Memphis State on a racquetball scholarship. From there, I could not win the intercollegiate championships 3 times. I lost to somebody who I consistently beat throughout the year, so they referred me to a sports psychologist. And after meeting with him, I ended up winning, yay, my senior year. And that's what actually got me really interested in the sports psychology field. I was on the US team 10 years, which was incredible, because we got to travel throughout the world, play in competitions, and also doing goodwill tours to help develop the sport. I did an exhibition in Barcelona for the Spanish Olympic Committee to try to get racquetball into the Olympics. So we did a lot of stuff like ambassadors for the sport. So that was probably the best part, and the friends you meet all around the world. And since I struggled with a lot of the mental part of the game throughout a lot of my career, and it was so helpful to me to have worked with some great sports psychology coaches, that I have a passion for helping other people and kids. If I could teach them the skills at a younger age, or even adults, you know, that are trying to reach their goals in triathlons or just different sports, and you know, they're hitting roadblocks or you know, have a belief system that we need to work with. I love it. You know, a lot of kids, they do awesome in practice, then they get to a game and they can't hit. And that's mental, you know, because physically they have a hitting coach, they're hitting great and they're hitting bombs in practice, and then in a game they just freeze up. So that's where the mental physical, you know, you have to have the physical, but if you can't have the mental training to go along with the physical training, you can't perform at your best when you need to and under pressure. A sports psychology coach, basically it's mental training for peak performance. So, you know, they go, if you want to improve your hitting, you go to a hitting coach, go to a pitching coach. And with sports, it's 90% mental, which is hence the name. But you really need to work on concentration and focus and how to not let a bad call affect the next 3 points or maybe even cost you the game. And also work within a team. As an individual, how do you work cohesively within the team and your teammates and still accomplish your goals? And one of the main things too is reaching performance goals. You know, a lot of times people, oh, I want to win the game, you know, but if you work on shorter goals and accomplishing those, the rest falls into place. It's funny because my son plays, he's 9, and Little League, but it's amazing how you hear all the parents yelling, you know, stay calm, stop, don't do that. And you know, and it's great, it's true, stay calm, but nobody ever teaches them how to stay calm, which is where I come in. And I'll go through some mental routines with them, and we'll do a lot of imagery. So they've already been there, and they know how to handle it and how to move on without affecting their performance. Right now I'm working with a lot of the baseball players, but I also work with tennis players and swimmers. I work with teams. You know, coaches need me to come in and give them strategies for motivation and team cohesion. I also, racquetball players, of course. I just talked to my old coach from the US team, and he has some athletes he wants me to work with. So yeah, pretty much anybody that wants mental training to perform better in their sport, it's all the same mindset.